Hey, business building warrior, welcome to the weekend episode. If you're watching us, most people just listen to the show, so this isn't an important detail. But if you're watching, I'm wearing a hat and a golf shirt because I just got back from playing golf. Isn't it great to be a business building warrior who uses the internet creatively to generate multiple income streams, have flexibility of schedule? Hey, as I'm recording this, it's not the weekend yet, but middle of the week, got to play some golf with my son, had a great time. And now here I am recording the weekend update for you with several important updates. Now, if you're new to listening to this podcast, something you need to understand is on the weekends, we have pretty much the same show every time. Our Saturday episode is pretty much the same in the second portion of the show. The first portion is timely updates and insights, things that you need to know, things that are important right now. The second portion of the show, which we'll get into here in just a couple minutes, is for the new listeners. We give you a great overview of why right now is the best time in human history, not only to be alive because of all the incredible opportunities we have available to us, but the entrepreneurial opportunities, specifically e-commerce opportunities, specifically selling on Amazon, which we've identified as the greatest business opportunity of our time. Low risk, low cost, low learning curve, high odds of success. We break it all down and then tell you exactly how to get started in that model and tell you all about the great free resources and low cost resources that we make available to this community all day, every day. That's the second portion of our show. Now, if you're new to the show, one of the things I want to let you know is if you scroll back in time, you're going to hear hundreds, literally hundreds of incredible interviews with proven Amazon course students. That's our flagship training library. That's how you get everything that we have to offer you in regards to training and content to help you succeed with any of the dozens of models that we teach around here. We teach everything from clueless newbie beginner models for people who've never sold anything online before, all the way up to very advanced strategies for those who have some experience. It's all in the Proven Amazon course. There's a link in the show notes, provenamazoncourse.com. Get in. The price goes up soon. If you're not locked in and grandfathered in at the low rate that we have right now, the price will be going up at some point in 2025. Don't wait. You can pay a lot less per month if you lock in right now, $39 a month. It's ridiculously inexpensive. It should be $500 a month if we were truly charging what it's worth, but we don't. We want to bless you with some great content at a low cost. So that's what most podcast episodes are. But on the weekend, we got important announcements. Let's get into the announcements. All right. So first thing, we've got a virtual conference coming up. Get over to this website, theprovenconference.com. Now, that's the same website we used for our live event that happened in Orlando here just a couple months ago. But we're also using that website now. We've transitioned it to start promoting our virtual event, which is happening August 15th and 16th. Now, don't wait until then to sign up. There's all kinds of great content being added to the group. There's already 1,500 people in the group for this event, the Facebook group. So you can join, start interacting, seeing others hanging out. And we're going to have sponsors stepping in, creating incredible value for this event, bringing you content well before August 15th and 16th. But when August and 15th gets here, we're going to have live sessions that are recorded, and you can check them out later, but you can also interact in real time with our community, ask our experts questions. These are going to be very successful sellers from our community talking about exactly what's working right now and helping you get ready as well for the final 3 months of the year, which is a very exciting time to be a seller in e-commerce, specifically on Amazon, because a lot more people are spending a lot more money the final 3 months. It's called the fourth quarter, Q4, the final 3 months of the year. So we're going to help you get ready for that at this event. And we're going to deliver a lot of incredible value for you. And check this out. If you get over to that website, theprovenconference.com, you're going to see a price tag there. Don't pay full retail, insider tip. There is a coupon code in the show notes for today's episode that knocks that price down to under $10. That's right. You can get into this event for under $10 if you use the coupon code. It's right there in the show notes. Go find it. And then get over to theprovenconference.com and lock in your spot. Join over 1,500. We're anticipating about 2,000 people being a part of this event. Can't wait to have you there. Next, what do we have next? I've been having some conversation with other leaders in the Amazon selling arena. You'll be hearing more specifically about who these people are and the collaboration that we're forming right now, advocating on behalf of all sellers on Amazon, talking to Amazon executives, talking about mutually beneficial scenarios where we have solutions for some of the biggest challenges, things like the ungating inconsistencies where you get ungated for a brand and then instantly, as soon as you send in some inventory, you're regated. Well, that's not being done intentionally. Amazon is trying to address that. It's a system error, is what we're hearing. Those kinds of things, those kind of conversations are happening. We're going to be having a free webinar soon. The only thing I can say is stay tuned. We've got some exciting updates for you, working in collaboration with some of the most influential leaders in the Amazon selling and reselling space. Completely free content, nothing, no pressure. We just want to help make this industry as consistent and smooth for as many people as possible. So stay tuned to our podcast, get into our Facebook group, make sure you're on our mailing list, and be looking for those exciting announcements coming soon. Silentjim.com is where you can go to get on our mailing list if you're not on there yet. If you've never given us our email, jump over there and do that. All right, next, we are approaching 82,000 people in our free Facebook group. We were recently voted not too long ago, just a few months ago, the best group for Amazon sellers in the world. That's pretty cool. There's 82,000 of us in that group, almost, as I'm recording this, and it's completely free. Some of the highest level, most exciting and enthusiastic and generous giving informational experts in the industry hanging out all day, every day, answering newbie questions, answering advanced questions, 100% no cost. So we're approaching 82,000 members. What we're going to do is we're going to have a contest and give away a bunch of $50 Amazon gift cards to celebrate this benchmark of hitting another 1,000 members in our free group. How do you participate in this contest? It's easy. There's a link in the show notes today to the 82,000 contest. All you do is you jump in there, click like or love, or leave a comment. That's all you got to do. It'll take you literally 10 seconds to do this. If you're not a member of our group yet, you'll have to join. That's simple enough as well. That adds an extra 15, 20 seconds to the process. Jump in, and we're going to have a random drawing from everyone who participates in this opportunity to celebrate 82,000 members in our group. And something that I think that makes it very special is when you jump in there, you're going to see nearly 3,000 success posts from students saying, wow, business is going great. This is fantastic. I'm having fun. I just made a bunch of money this week. I had a new all-time new high sales day, or here's a little tip and a strategy that put an extra $10,000 in the bank last month, I should say. There's all kinds of fun little interactions, along with people sharing the challenges and the struggles that they're having and helping come up with solutions for those. So we'd love to have you be a part of that group. One thing to keep an eye out on, I said, you got to get on our mailing list. You got to get in our Facebook group. You get all kinds of special discounts and opportunities that otherwise you might miss. One of them is our Evergreen Sourcing systems. I'm just going to give you a little teaser, but just yesterday, Jimmy Smith on our team, who created the course for our replens process, he's also the creator of our Evergreen Sourcing systems, which will soon be on sale at a reduced price because we've captured all the recordings now. A lot of people went through it live, but we've got the recordings. Look for that. But here's what I wanted to share with you. We had a student yesterday say they'd found over 2,000 viable ASINs, track-worthy ASINs, that they were going to now be monitoring using software tools that we talk about, such as 3P Mercury. In one sitting, in less than, I think it was a couple hours, she found over 2,000 viable ASINs to plug into the software. She's ungated for them. They're worth tracking. She's going to be selling on many of them. She's going to let the software tell her when it's time to start tracking these. That's the kind of stuff we talk about with 3P Mercury users, by the way. If you don't know what 3P Mercury is, there's a link in the show notes, or you could go listen to podcast episode 754 to hear the founder of 3P, why he loves our community, why he gifted this software to our community, and how it's changing lives every day. He brought it to us. He was using it only for his own business. Now we've got hundreds of users who are helping make it even better for all of us. And many of us are using that tool as the foundational workflow for the entire Amazon selling journey, and Walmart too. So that's something that's coming. Evergreen Sourcing Systems. If you don't know what that is, that's fine. But it's basically a way to find a whole bunch of ASINs that you can be tracking really fast. Rather than putting them on a spreadsheet, plug them into 3P Mercury, rock and roll. That means the software is now tracking your ASINs, telling you when it's time to go buy more based on the metrics and the parameters that you establish. Super cool stuff. It's where reselling is going, clearly. So many cool success stories from our students right now on that. Last thing I got for you before we turn it over to, well, me for the second part of today's show, which is going to be introducing the newbies to our community and talking about the opportunities that we teach here. But before we do that, one last thing. We have a Chrome plugin coming soon. You heard it here first for 3P Mercury. That means you'll be able to go to any page on Amazon.com as a shopper. And it's going to be coming for Walmart as well. Any page on Amazon or Walmart. And you can see what the viability of the product you're looking at is as a product that you might want to sell. It's an on-screen calculator. It does all kinds of great things. It's going to be extremely price and attractive, very low price, and we're kicking around giving it away free to proven Amazon and coaching students, maybe even a 3-month free trial. We're kicking those ideas around right now. And you'll want to keep an eye out again for that incredible tool that's coming down the pike. It's going to really shake up the industry because we've put a lot of creative thought into this. To my knowledge, it's the only user created tool, meaning the users are defining the sellers who use the tools that we're making with 3P Mercury. They're the ones telling us what features they want, what's important to them, what would make their business better, what would make their business more profitable. It's pretty incredible what this tool can do. So the plugin is coming. It's going to be super cheap. You're absolutely going to want to jump on it when you see it. So stay tuned for that. All right, that's all the announcements for now. I mentioned several links and resources. I'll put links to all that stuff in the show notes near this video or audio, wherever you're listening. Thanks for being the best part of our show. Have a great rest of your weekend. Thank you for bringing us along, no matter what it is that you're doing. God bless you, business building warrior. We are in your corner, fighting for you, working for you every day to help you succeed in e-commerce. We cannot wait to hear from you about the success you're having as a result of listening to this show. Please reach out to us. Let us know if this show is helping you build your business. We'd love to hear from you. All right, let's jump over to the second part of the show. It's still me talking, but it's pre-recorded. If you're new, keep listening. If you're new to our show, you really need to hear what's coming next. Hello, my friend. Welcome to the weekend update episode of Silent Sales Machine Radio. Many weekends, we do pretty much the same thing, and we introduce all the newest listeners to our show to a few important key facts. The first one is you found a great group if you're trying to use the internet creatively to build the income streams of your dreams. You know people are making money online. You want to learn how to do it yourself. We've been teaching e-commerce success concepts for over 2 decades. As you begin to do your research, you're going to see that's true. We've got a Facebook group with way over 80,000 members in it, completely free. I'll tell you about that. We've got the longest running Amazon seller training that continues to crank out incredible success stories. You can hear them interviewed on this podcast, hundreds of them. I'll tell you more about that. We've got the industry leading course for training people, assuming you know nothing, and getting you up to speed, building a beautiful business. I'll tell you more about that as well in the next few minutes. Let me lay a little groundwork first, who we are, what we do, what qualifies us to deserve some of your attention if you're serious about building a business online. And then we're going to talk a little bit specifically about what business model we're most excited about right now that we want to introduce you to, so you can begin your journey towards earning more money online and hopefully getting that lifestyle that you've always dreamed of, that so many of us have achieved. Well, my name is Jim. Like I said, my wife and I have had one source of income for over 2 decades now, and that's using the internet creatively. Actually, she homeschooled our 5 kids. They're all young adults now. As of this recording, I've got 3 grandkids. We're in a great season of life, but we've got plenty of proof and evidence and experience that shows using the internet creatively, using the strategies we teach here. Not only has it worked for our family as our only source of income, we've taught thousands of others, and you can meet them. I mentioned our free Facebook group earlier and a couple of the resources. If you're not familiar yet with silentjimdotcom, that's the main website of this podcast. get over there, check it out. It's got a link to our free Facebook group. As of this recording, well over 80,000 members in that free group. We're very picky about who we let in. There's actually a 3-question application process. Most people don't get in because we turn away spammers and clowns and people with an agenda. We want real people who are serious. We look at your profile. We make sure it's a real account, not a bot, that sort of thing. So it's 80,000 legitimate entrepreneurs who are trying to use the internet creatively and supporting each other as well in their journey. And there's one business model that the vast majority of us have in common. I'll tell you more about that in a minute. But if you get over to Silent Jim again as well, you're going to look for a link to the Proven Amazon course. That's where you should start if you're serious about building a business online. If you listen to our podcast, you're going to hear hundreds of interviews of students who have been through the Proven Amazon course or our coaching, which, by the way, of course, there's a link to our coaching at silentjimdotcom as well. You're going to hear those stories. It should encourage you, inspire you, and equip you even. We'll give very specific strategies. We're not holding back the secret sauce on our podcast. As you listen to other episodes of our show and scroll back in time, you're going to hear very specific, detailed instructions on how to do the business. But we've put it all into a course. And for those who want to go faster, go further, faster, we've got a great coaching program where you can work one-on-one with one of the great leaders from our community who is basically a student like you who started off kind of new, didn't know their way around, didn't know how to make money online yet, but they built a beautiful business using the Proven Amazon course or our coaching. And then they came back to us with a teacher's heart and said, hey, I'd like to help teach others to do the same thing I just did. That's our coaching program. We have about 60 coaches, and that's how we found all of them. Successful students with a teacher's heart who came back and said, yeah, I'd be willing to take one-on-one and mentor serious students to go further faster. So that's a lot about us, what we have to offer. Let's talk about the Proven Amazon course for just a moment. Like I said, you can start off completely green, completely new. You've never made any money online. You've never run a business before. We're going to take you by the hand and walk you through the process. Now, that's not the only thing the Proven Amazon course does. It also grows with you over time. We believe in real-time education. What that means is we're not going to give you a whole bunch of information just in case you need it someday. We're going to give you what you need when you need it. We call it just-in-time education as opposed to just-in-case education. Do you see the difference? So we're going to handhold you at your own pace. And there's actually dozens of models that we've discovered for earning money on Amazon. And we've got those all in the Proven Amazon course library. For one low monthly price, you become a Proven Amazon course member, kind of like Netflix. If you've got a Netflix membership, it's either on or off. You've either got all of it or you've got none of it. That's how the Proven Amazon course works as well. And just like Netflix, we're always adding new content in. So you can stay up to date on the latest ideas and strategies, the shifts in the market. We keep you up to date with all of that. There's a good reason that our community has been voted consistently as one of, if not the number one community in the world for serious entrepreneurs and specifically Amazon sellers. This is the number one podcast according to recent voting. We have the number one live event, which maybe we can talk about more soon. But if you're in our community, you'll hear about our live events. Our course ranks high. Our Facebook group ranks high. There's a reason for that because we truly care about your success. We have an abundance mindset here. Let's talk about that for just a moment. Your mindset matters a lot. There's one thing that I've noticed having observed thousands of businesses either make it or not make it. Mindset and relationships are so vital. So we like to have an abundance mindset here. What does that mean? We see the Amazon opportunity, specifically the opportunity that I'm about to tell you about, as being a blue ocean of opportunity, meaning it's huge and it's rapidly expanding. So it doesn't hurt us or cost us anything to share with you the ideas that work, the strategies that work. And the way we distinguish the serious students from the people who are just considering this as one of 50 other things they might do in the next week is we say people who are willing to pay a little bit of money are taking themselves seriously, they're taking us seriously, and we're ready to spend some time helping them. If you're not willing to put a little bit of money, and I'm talking very little, but at least a little bit of something, then we're not sure if you're serious yet or not. And you can certainly enjoy our free resources. Our podcast is free. Our Facebook group is free. You will not find any other community in the e-commerce world that gives away more free content. Sit back, enjoy, take it at your own pace. But when you're ready to get serious, for a low monthly cost, the Proven Amazon course is step number one. From there, you may want to consider a low cost add on. We're not trying to upsell you a bunch of stuff, but there's one option that you do want to consider, and it kind of depends on your personality type. But for a very low cost, one time fee, you can get into group coaching. And that means you're going to get 4 sessions with a coach on our team and the other new sellers. And we're going to help you through all those initial getting started speed bumps that otherwise might derail you or slow you down. Now, if you're the kind of person who likes to plow ahead, just give me the content, I'll do it myself. That's great. Other people like the group dynamics. They like the accountability. They like being able to meet people on our team, being helped in live sessions to get through those first handful of what we call the intense focused effort portion of your journey, where there's some things you got to do that takes a little commitment, a little focused attention, like getting your account set up, getting a simple $20 per month software installed. You've got a few things you got to do. Speaking of $20 per month software, you might be wondering, what does this cost, Jim? Please share me. What does it cost to start the business model you're going to tell us about? The basic Amazon selling model, we call it the replens model. We invented it, we perfected it, we've built software tools and systems around it around here. We've got multiple 7-figure sellers doing just that model in our community. And I'll tell you more about it in a minute. But the cost is about $100 per month. That's the basic, plus whatever money you need to buy your inventory, which could be a few extra $100 per month on top of that. That's the basic cost. So let's break down that $100 per month cost. You've got, as of right now, these prices could change in the future, but as of right now, about $40 a month for your professional Amazon seller account, about $20 a month for a piece of software that we'll teach you how to use in a very unique way that's going to get you going. And then the rest of the money goes towards your monthly education costs. Now, like I said, any of those prices could go up, but that's an approximation. $100 approximately per month is the baseline to get into this business and take it seriously. It's hard to do by skipping any of the steps that I just gave you. And then a few hundred per month for inventory if you want to ramp up at the most basic, slowest possible level and still see results. Having thousands of dollars that you can throw at this doesn't necessarily speed up your journey, because we're going to be very methodical and take all the risk out of your journey to the greatest degree possible so that you'll make any big expensive mistakes. We're going to ramp you up nice and slow. So speaking of risk, let's talk about why we chose the specific business model that we teach. We call it, like I said earlier, the replens model, short for replenishing, because really all you're doing is replenishing popular products on Amazon's store shelves, or their warehouse shelves, I should say. If you weren't aware, Amazon has 200 plus warehouses in the United States. And by the way, we start most of our new students out selling in the US, no matter where you live in the world. It doesn't matter where you live. We're probably going to start you off buying and selling in the US. If you live outside of the country, you're never going to see or touch your inventory. We've got a whole system built. It's beautiful. You'll hear numerous interviews with our successful students on our podcast if you listen, from people who live all over the world. But it's the replenish model for this reason. We're replenishing the understocked or unstocked shelf space in Amazon's 200 plus warehouses on literally millions of products. Now, let me paint an image for you if that doesn't quite make sense. What's happening all day, every day at a record level, unseen in world history, is people are getting online on Amazon, and half of all transactions in the United States online any given day are happening on one website. That's Amazon. And millions of people are paying for speed and convenience, meaning they're not shopping Amazon's entire 200 warehouse network when they shop. Kind of like you're not shopping all the restaurants in the United States if you use DoorDash. You're only using the restaurants near you. That's how millions of shoppers use Amazon all day, every day. They shop the warehouse nearest them looking for fast delivery options. And we've perfected the process of identifying underserved shelf space in Amazon's network and then helping you go pay full retail price, mark up significantly the products you're selling, and win sales at beautiful profit margins. we give hundreds of examples of the exact products and the exact charts that you're looking for and how to identify these opportunities. It's not rocket science by any means. There is a small learning curve, but we will get you there. That's the business model. Everyday products. You can walk down the aisles of your local Walmart and you'll see them right there on the shelf in abundance, but they're products that are either understocked or unstocked entirely in Amazon's 200 warehouse network. And you can pay full retail price, mark up the products, and make beautiful margins. And that's just one business model of dozens that we teach around here. A lot of the power of this community is going to be the people you meet, the people you're interacting with, serious business owners. As a mentor of mine once said, if the only thing I know about you is you've run a profitable, successful business over an extended period of time, I don't know anything else about your education, your marital status, your childhood, where you live in the world, the melanin in your skin. I don't know any of that stuff. I don't need to know any of that stuff. If all I know is you've run a profitable, successful business over an extended period of time, you're one of the safest bets I could ever make. You're the kind of people I want to hang out with. That's what we have here. So you're going to quickly realize the culture that we've built here, the positive, like I mentioned earlier, the abundance mindset culture that we've built. It's going to be very encouraging to you. We're going to help you through the challenges you face. And you're going to meet a whole bunch of us who are doing this business all day, every day, here to encourage you. Now, one of the most popular questions we get is, Jim, it sounds almost too good to be true. Isn't this saturated? Isn't there too many people doing this already? Well, let me paint some pictures for you here that'll help you understand that not only is this not saturated, the game has barely begun. Now, maybe you'll want to pause this audio after I ask you the following question and maybe think about it yourself and see if you can come up with the answer. Just give me a guess. So here's the question. What percentage of retail sales in the United States are happening online any given day, week, or month? What percent is happening online? Meaning, how much are people shopping in stores, getting in their car, going to Walmart versus shopping online? What do you think it is? Do you think we're at 50% online and 50% retail stores? What's your guess? Come up with a percentage of what you think it is. Pause the audio or video now and come up with a guess. I'd love to have you actually think about it because I'm going to give you the answer in a minute. We're going to compare answers, okay? So I'm going to assume you pause if you're planning on it. I'm going to give you the answer now. Way less than 20% of all retail activity in the United States is happening online. Did you know that? That's a US government data. You can go ask any AI or Google, go find out yourself. Yeah, it's a pretty low number, shockingly low number. You'd think that online had taken over the world. That's not the case. Far less than 20%, as I'm recording this, of retail activity is happening online. Well, why would I point that out? Simply because if people are concerned about saturation, the game hasn't even begun yet. Of that less than 20%, let's say it's about 16%, half that is Amazon. So Amazon is about 8% of retail in the United States and climbing rapidly. E-commerce is projected to be 25, then 30, then 35, then 40% of retail spending. That means it's going to double in the next decade or so. Double where we are right now. Twice as much money will be spent by consumers online compared to right now within the next 10 years. That should encourage you. When I said the blue ocean's getting bigger, I'm not kidding. And at any given time, we provide evidence and proof of this all the time. It's one of my favorite things to show new students. Right now, as I'm recording this, I could show you in a few seconds millions of products. That's not an exaggeration. Millions of products that you could hop on Google and source and find in retail stores easily that are either ridiculously understocked or completely unstocked in Amazon's 200 warehouse network. And the other thing these millions of products have in common is they're very hot sellers. They sell at a predictable, rapid, steady pace. Unstocked or understocked hot selling items. That's where we start you out. That's what we're going to teach you. That's what we're about to show you. And the beautiful thing about this model, this replens model that we're going to show you is it opens up so many other cool doors of opportunity that you can choose to walk through or not. We have many multiple seven-figure sellers in our community who stay just with this one selling model, filling the unstocked and understocked shelf space in Amazon's 200 plus warehouses in the United States. That's it. That's all they do. We've built software that can completely automate it. We actually call it, the nickname for it around here, hundreds of us are using it, is called the system. You can read more about that software at 3pmercury.com if you'd like. That's the number 3, the letter P, then the word mercury.com. Go read about it. My good friend Kang, who was featured in one of my all-time favorite episodes, episode 754 of this podcast. Go back and listen to that episode. You're going to hear the heart of a man who was crushed and broken in this community, and God pulled him out of a really dark scenario. And he's a brilliant businessman and a software genius. He has automated the systems that we talk about around here in a way that's never been done before in our industry. We are changing the reselling game for all Amazon sellers. It's an incredible opportunity, a great time to be in our community, a great time to be getting into this opportunity as well. So I told you some facts and numbers about Amazon, about retail sales, about online sales. Well, you should also know that about 60% of everything sold on Amazon is being sold by third-party sellers. Did you know that? All the billions of dollars, Amazon did multiple $billion in a single day on a recent Prime Day in mid-2025. Multiple $billion of sales in one day. 60% of that is small businesses, people who are stocking Amazon's shelves with everyday common items and helping fill the underserved shelf space. And we've got incredible stories that we'll be sharing with you. I'm not going to dive into a whole lot of it right now. You can listen to our podcast. But it's not about winning the price game. It's not about trying to have a lower price than your competition. It's about finding the shelf space where there is no competition, and then you can charge more money there. With 200 warehouses and millions of customers, there are loads of shoppers today who are going to pay way less than they were willing to for items that will arrive way later than they were hoping they'd arrive. This has happened to you as a shopper. This is the opportunity. So hang with me. Let's think about Amazon as a shopper for a moment. Have you ever shopped on Amazon and been looking at a product and saw that you have 4 or 5 options for buying that product? 4 or 5 people are selling it. 4 or 5 different businesses have different price points and different delivery dates. And Amazon, by default, suggests one price to you. Let's say the suggested price is $20 for this dog toy that you're wanting to get for your dog. $20. Well, you look at the delivery date and it's 7 to 8 days out. And you think to yourself, well, okay, that's a good price. I'm willing to pay $20. I don't know if I want to wait a week though. So you look at the other sellers and look, there's another seller selling that same product for $29, $9 more. They can have it to you by tomorrow. What are you going to do? Well, maybe you'd be willing to wait a week and only pay $20, but there's plenty of people who would pay $9 more to get it fast. We would call that product an understocked, underserved ASIN or underserved listing. ASIN is the nickname that Amazon gives to every listing in their catalog. It's a little code that distinguishes every product from other products. So don't get stuck on that. But that product is understocked. It's underserved. How do we know? Because there's no cheap, fast delivery option currently, meaning you can send inventory in, charge more, and the customers who want it fast are going to be willing to pay more. We see evidence of that all day, every day. So it's not about winning the price war. It's about filling underserved shelf space. That's one of the initial strategies we'll teach you. And once your eyes are open to that possibility, you're going to see opportunities everywhere. We've had students of ours sell on products that already have 200 other sellers. That's right. Did you know there's popular products in Amazon's catalog with 100 or 200 other sellers already on it? They jump in and make a profit. Not only do they jump in and make a profit on those understocked, hot selling items, they're making a profit as the highest priced seller on those items. Now, who in their right mind would look at 200 price options and choose the highest one as a shopper? Who would do that? Well, they'd only do that if you were providing the fastest shipping option. So in my example that I just gave you, it was a student of ours who found a very hot selling product that wasn't stocked well in Amazon's warehouse network. it was completely unstocked, as a matter of fact, because all the other sellers, because of its low price point, were choosing to sell it merchant fulfilled, meaning they were shipping it from their own garage, which meant it would take at least 3 or 4 days to get to the buying customer. So when shoppers went to look at that product, they were seeing a bunch of delivery dates that were 3, 4, 5 days out. And a lot of shoppers were fine paying less money and waiting 3, 4, or 5 days. But other shoppers, many of them, a whole bunch of them, said, I want the fastest option. I don't care if it costs me a little bit more. So our student was selling a very inexpensive, easily sourced item as the highest priced seller. He actually sold a few thousand of them in just a few weeks. Pretty incredible story, right? But it helps illustrate the opportunity. You don't have to beat the other sellers in the price game. What you're doing is you're filling the underserved shelf space in Amazon's 200 warehouse network. And the sooner that makes sense, that you're not looking for price advantages, you're looking for understocked and unstocked shelf space, the game starts to really open up for you at that point. All right, so what else are we going to talk about? We're so glad that you're considering our community. We want you to take your time. We want to earn your trust. We want you to meet the good people of our community. I'm going to give you a test that you need to be doing every time you consider any business opportunity or any time you're about to spend money on the internet, for that matter. One of the things that you should always do, we've been encouraging this for over a decade, is you should find whoever's in charge of that community or that offer or that business opportunity that you're considering and send them a message, or get into their group if they have one and ask this. Leave them a comment on one of their videos and ask this and say, I want to hang out with the people who have successfully used your services. I want to interact with them. I want to interact with people who have followed your business model. I want to get to know them. I want to see them interacting with each other. I want to see just how valid it is to them. I want to hear their stories. I want to take my time. Ask your version of that question to the people in charge of the group and see how they respond. The way we respond in this group is by having the largest, most robust, active, friendly, abundance-minded community that you can enjoy for years if you'd like at no charge, of people who are doing the business models we teach. Come on in, ask your questions. We've answered all those questions before. We're happy to answer them from you as well. Take your time, get to know us, listen to our podcast completely free. See, the point I'm making is if the community or the business opportunity or the expert or the guru or the YouTube sensation that you're following doesn't have a community that you can become a part of for free, you probably should avoid that opportunity. Because if they're not producing success stories and those people aren't gathering somewhere, why are you going to give them your money? In our case, we've got, if not the lowest cost, one of the lowest cost options for an Amazon education in the industry, with literally thousands of reviews and success stories. We're proud of our reputation. Do your research. Plug into our community. We believe we have right now, and I'll start to wrap up here. We have right now in our possession what we call the low, low, high business opportunity of our lifetimes. Low, low, high. What does that mean? Let me explain. This is a phrase that was coined by one of the great coaching team leaders in our community. And she observed that the replens business model, the Amazon selling model that we're about to teach you, that filling the empty and understocked shelf space in Amazon's 200 warehouse network, is the lowest risk, lowest cost, lowest learning curve business model with the highest odds of success of anything that we've ever seen, online or offline. Low, low, high. Low risk, low cost, low learning curve, high odds of success if you follow the program. What's it mean to follow the program? Get into the Proven Amazon course. The website is provenamazoncourse.com. Or if you want to have a completely free 30-minute conversation with us, I answer these calls. Got a couple great people on our team, consultants who work with businesses and others to help them make good decisions about their business. Completely free half-hour consultation. We'd love to hear from you. All of that can be found at silentjimdotcom, silentjim.com. If you want to go straight to our consulting page where you have a free conversation with us, there's a link at silentjim.com, or you can go to silentjim.com/book a call. That's silentjimdotcom/book a call. Let's have a conversation. Let's get to know each other. We'd love to hear from you. I'm going to leave you with a free gift. I wrote a book. It's called Silent Sales Machine. It's been translated into a few different languages, actually. You can see an older copy of it right here next to me. If you're watching the video, that was a Korean, that was a Korean copy, I believe. But it's 11 different versions of this book. It's sold well over 1 million copies worldwide. I want to give you a copy free, a digital copy, no obligation. Okay. Here's how you get it. Go to silentjim.com/free11. The word free, then the number one, 2 digits. That's going to get you version 11, which is the latest version, completely free. I'd love for you to go through that. What we're going to do is help you decide what your best path forward is with all the e-commerce opportunities that are in front of you, based on your experiences, your demeanor, your personality, the opportunities based on your region in the world. What makes the most sense for you to do next to start putting money in the bank using the internet creatively? We've coached nearly 10,000 people over the past 20 plus years in e-commerce. We've learned a lot as a team. And I've put a lot of those lessons into the book. We're going to keep you away from the crazy stuff that you'll regret. We're going to teach you how to choose a good opportunity. We're going to tell you a lot about what we do around here and why you should maybe consider having us along for your e-commerce success journey. So get over to silentjim.com/free11 and grab that book and let us know what you think. Jump into our Facebook group, send us a message. We'd love to hear from you. Hey, thanks for spending part of your weekend with me. It's a huge honor. There's so much more I could say, but I'm going to leave it up to you to decide if this sounds good and you want more information. Just scroll back in time on our podcast, listen to the episodes, the most recent, and then scroll back and stay up to date with the new ones as they come out. We produce up to 3 new great episodes per week. So you're going to miss a lot if you jump away from our community too much. So when you get back, be sure to catch the new episodes. We're the only podcast in all of e-commerce, to my knowledge, that features hundreds of interviews with students who are following the strategies taught on the podcast. That is pretty validating, and we're very proud of that. It's probably the reason why we were voted the #1 podcast for Amazon sellers in the world recently, late 2024. Well, God bless you, business building warrior. It's been an honor to spend some time with you. Stay in the fight. We're here to support you. We're in your corner. We're rooting for you. We celebrate business success in our community, and we're going to celebrate your success soon. We'll have more good stuff for you very soon. Talk to you then.